Yo, what's up, my dudes and dudettes? I wanted to throw this little useful tip your way. It's about having your sine wave bass cut through the mix a little better. This is one of the kind of important fundamental basics of working with bass. Let me play you this clip here. This is some really lo-fi, dusty beat stuff with a big bass. Let's go. Okay, we got a lot of room for sub. We got a break that is not really hitting super low. It's a bit of a mixing decision sometimes. If you want to have like really big bass and room to breathe, you don't always want your kicks like super thumpy and low. So here, the way I'm doing this, I do have a lot of room for sub. But I do have a problem here. If you're actually playing this from your phone or your laptop, you're probably not hearing the bass, especially the low note. Maybe the high note. So let's add a little bit of character to the bass. You're probably seeing how someone distorts a bass and you get a bit of character. So let's just start there. Here I get a drum bass. Let me just turn this drive and crunch to 0. I'm actually taking the level down, that's why it's quiet. So if I start around here, I'm getting the actual level. But there's no character. So let me just crank the drive and crunch up. But I know I have to take the level down a little bit because it kind of adds something. Let me flick this on and off. Let me solo the bass and let's keep looking at it. Let's actually take a look at the actual sine wave. It's like you get this one peak, sub. Sine wave is your most pure sub you can get. There's nothing added. There's no frills. There's no tricks. And in terms of having this brown note that really makes your pants flap when it's playing loud out of a PA, sine wave is your best friend. But the bad thing is, well, bad is not. It's not really easy to hear it from smaller speakers. Your phone, your laptop, any small speaker, you don't hear it. It feels like it's not there. So what this drum bass does is actually it adds some harmonics. So let's once more take a look at the sine wave. There's not much to see anyways. With drum bass, we're getting a little something. See? So I'm gonna want to take these a little further. So I'm just open this EQ and well, now I'm doing nothing. But here it's very easy to see the extra stuff. If I disable this, okay, it's not there, but so you get this little something you can actually hear, and this is the thing that will be heard through the small speakers. So let me just play this in context. So you could target this here. I'm probably overdoing it now. It's like 15 dB. I know it's crazy. But let's compare and see. So pure sine, distortion and boosted harmonic. Let's listen to the high notes without processing. And I'll guess you can actually hear some of this through your small speakers. If I wanted to get a little more nerdy, I'll suggest tracking EQ. What does it do? It actually follows the note, because I kind of have the problem with the traditional EQ that it's not really intelligent. It doesn't follow the note. I wish Pro Q3 could do it, but it cannot. So let me just close this and let me show you this surfer EQ, which can actually surf, as you will see. I've already set this to the right place, so this tracks the harmonic. Let me start from the bottom note. I could go crazier here. How useful is this? So what I did, I distorted the bass with drum bass, and it created this harmonic, the second harmonic on the bass, and I'm using this tracking EQ to boost it, not in one place, but it follows the note. Because it's often a problem with bass, like if you want to be really specific in cutting or boosting a note, and obviously the bass is going to play a few notes, the boost or cut always stays in one place. So surfer EQ allows you to, it tracks the note, so it'll always be kind of dynamic and boost it in the right place. Hope it helps.